Governor, how do you think you did?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm very pleased about the opportunity to be here, and I think not just New Hampshire voters and Republicans, but the American people appreciate the idea that we have to come together as Americans, and that's been my message the whole way through. You want to win the election, but you want to win it by bringing the American people together behind your policies as opposed to dividing us, and I think that's something that resonates.
Now, with such a large field, it's very hard to get even a few minutes to discuss an issue. What is the issue that you would have liked to have discussed that you didn't get a chance to?
My background. People think of New York and they think of the city, and I grew up on a farm and still live on a farm, and I worked in a factory during college, and I appreciate what those lessons taught me: hard work, belief in people, and understanding how important it is to have jobs. Because I remember Friday afternoon getting the paycheck and dreading getting a pink slip with it because the factory didn't have enough work. That's one of the reasons we're going to build the economy. That's one of the reasons we're going to lower the tax burden on the American people and bring us together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor Pataki. Well, Governor Walker declined an interview when I asked, so he's off the table. Let's see if we can get somebody else before I go. Governor Jindal, how do you think you did tonight?
Well, look, I think any chance we get to talk to voters is a good thing. So I hope we do a lot more of these. I know we will.
Because there was such a short time, is there a subject you would have liked to have talked about but didn't get a chance to?
Oh, I think we could have talked about a lot. I think we could have talked about I'm the only candidate with a plan to repeal and replace Obamacare. We could have talked about, more specifically, about growing the economy. We could have talked about the war on ISIS and radical Islamic terrorism and immigration. But I think there'll be plenty of opportunities to talk about those issues.
Governor Jindal, thank you very much.
Thank you.
What do you think of the event?
I thought it was actually a pretty good event to have 14 people on stage at the same time. It actually worked pretty well.
Now, with so many people on stage, obviously you didn't get a chance to talk about some things you would have liked to have talked about.
That's the case in every debate, though.
What's the thing you would have liked to have said?
Would have loved to have talked about national security a little bit more, and obviously the fact that Iran is an area that I've had a tremendous amount of not only experience in, but have been leading the charge against the Iranian nuclear program for a dozen years. The sanctions that were put on Iran back in 2006 was the sanctions bill that I was the author of. So we have a long track record of identifying the problem of a nuclear Iran, leading the charge both on the Hill and when I left the Senate, trying to get more attention paid to the threat that Iran is to this world, not just to Israel and to America.
Now, the polling looks like it's turning very strongly against the Iran deal. Is this a case of taking any deal like paying $15,000 for a Yugo because that's all the person will sell it for?
Here's what I would say, is that everybody who votes against this resolution and votes for the Iran deal, everybody who votes for the Iran deal owns everything Iran's going to do from this point forward. So if you feel comfortable that this deal will do what the president says, you go ahead and vote for it. But if you don't, if you know, and I can't imagine anybody who's watched Iran for any length of time knows that Iran's not going to keep this deal. They're going to pursue a nuclear weapon, and there'll probably be a nuclear power within a very short period of time under this deal. You're going to own that, and you're going to take responsibility for everything that happens because of it.
Thank you very much, Senator Santorum.
You bet.